Love you. Okay, time now to Ask the Expert. As we kick off a new year and new travel, have you thought about where you want to go in 2024? Maybe you want to ditch the popular destinations like Paris, Cancun, and London and try a location that's new and different. Regardless, there are important travel things that you need to know as we kick off the new year. Joining me now is Susan Green of Susan's Travel Services. Susan, it is so great to have you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about the hot new trends for 2024, where people want to go.
Well, there's, everyone always looks at is what is Instagrammable.
Yeah.
So, if it's not on Instagram, it didn't happen.
Right.
So, a lot of times it is foodie. Foodie is a big thing. So if you like food, which I think all of us do,
yes,
you can actually do cooking classes either in location on a cruise. Expedition type travel is a big one too. And what we find is the smaller the place that people go, the more unique it is, the more people can't get to.
Off the beaten path, yeah.
People get to say, hey, look, I was here.
And you're like,
you
where
can't
is
go.
that?
I know,
yeah,
and
exactly.
you can't go. They get more excited about it. So,
and especially the Instagram pictures.
Yeah, it does. And you find, it was interesting, it used to be that the trending places were, hey, when I'm in my 50s, when I'm in my 60s, I want to go. And we're finding that it tends to be younger and younger people, especially now with housing not being affordable. People are deciding that they want to go travel instead of buying that house. They're traveling. And so we're finding 30 and 40-year-olds. So you're finding it is more active.
Yeah, they're living their best life.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
I know. Where was I?
I know. Where was I? I know.
Yeah, we're working our.
I know, working
you
and
know what
cooking
off.
and yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about passports. As we remember last year, oh my gosh, that was such a big debacle.
It is.
What is the forecast for this year? Are the wait times going to be just as long, or what's the deal?
That's what we're told. So we're told right now that the wait times have gone back to what they were pre-pandemic, which is great, right? Now, I have not applied for a passport, so I always rely on the people that have applied and ask them because, hey, all of us can say stuff online, but unless I know someone that has actually done it, I'm not going to believe them.
Yeah.
But there are some big differences that people need to know, a couple big ones. There are two types of passports that come out there, and a lot of times people go look on the website. You always, first of all, have to go to the government website. There's a lot of companies out there that are going to charge you a bunch of money to get a passport. You don't want to go there. But there's a passport card and there's a passport booklet.
Yes.
You want the passport booklet.
Why?
Now, without me getting in trouble, the passport card was started years ago for people who were driving or who were taking a cruise. You can't fly with a passport card. And so what happens is people buy it. They're going to go down to Rocky Point. That's what you need. They go, this is great. And then they get to the airport and you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And so to avoid having to spend money again, you might as well go get it. And I understand it is a cost because anyone 16 and under, you only get a passport for 5 years. When you go above that, you get it for 10.
Okay. So the passport book, though, that is valid anywhere, whether driving, flying, wherever.
You might as well, You might as well invest in it.
Yes, okay. And it's more expensive.
And a couple other things you need to make sure of is your passport cannot be bent. It cannot be chewed by your dog. It cannot, you can't have any of these big issues that come in. And it's not, hey, I can't get into Jamaica. It's that the person that gets you there, the person at TSA at Phoenix isn't going to let you on the airplane. They're going to check it before that. And we've had clients that have had trouble with that. So don't get yourself into a position. Make sure you check it and make sure you know it before you go there.
Okay, good to know. Something that I was not familiar with this year is this ETIAS visa. What is that about?
So the ETIAS visa is still in works. So technically it was supposed to start in January today. We were supposed to say, hey, I'm going to Paris and now I have to pay this fee. But it's gotten pushed back, they say right now, to the middle of 2025.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to totally worry about. But I will say this, when you are ready to purchase a trip for that, make sure you talk to someone. It is, again, another place where it's not going to be as complicated as we think. The way to think of it is this. It is a way for that country to make a little bit of extra money. Again, I hate saying it that way, but that's really the way to look at it. It is not a way for you to go stay there above and beyond your travel time. You can't go there, but it's not a visa for above 6 weeks. It is a way for that country to say, hey, Susan is coming to France and we're going to make a little bit of extra money. It's going to be all done online. And if you have someone that can help you, that's what services like a travel agency can come in and help you do.
Okay, great to know.
But it's not official yet, so there's no website. So even if you have a trip booked, you can't do it yet.
Okay, well, that's one less thing we got to worry about.
I know,
right?
exactly.
I like that. I like that. Okay.
Exactly.
Susan, I like you.
I like you
Okay,
too.
thank you so much.
You got it.
Great information. I
You
know
got
you're
it.
going to stay.
Yes.
We've got 2 more segments coming up with Susan.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the best travel deals, and we're going to take viewer questions. So speaking of which, if you have any travel questions you want to ask Susan, all you have to do is text them to us, 602-444-1212, and Susan will answer them in our next half hour. Make sure you tell us your name and where you're